Hello YouTube, how is everyone going today? In this video, I'm going to be ranking the Minecraft Story Mode heroes from least strongest to strongest, and my thoughts on why they are the least strongest and strongest. I don't want to hold any more of your time up, so without further ado, grab your popcorn, grab whatever you want to grab, and let's get into the video. Hey guys, so our first person on this list is Reuben. Just to let you know, Reuben is a pig, but he's also a main character, so he is last on this list. He has no fighting skills, he has nothing like that, he's not a human, he's a pig. So, yeah, Reuben is last, but his loyalty to the group is amazing. But he's definitely not the strongest. He's a great character. I loved him. I think he was amazing. He was strong in our hearts. His death got the best of us. But I think I don't see a way he could even get past any of the other characters, just because the fact he's a pig. You do see him with a sword once in like the final episode of season 1, with him just like having it in his mouth, I believe. I think that's the only time you'll ever see him holding a sword. But no, Reuben is definitely last on this list, just because he's a pig. If he was, there is no other way. I don't think there's a way he could even beat any of the other people on this list. So I'm just gonna keep it at that. Let's go on to the next person. Okay, next person on this list I do want to talk about is Nurm. Nurm is a great character. I love Nurm. I think he's amazing. But there is a problem with Nurm, and he's a villager. Villagers don't really carry weapons, or they can't really fight. They can't really do all of that. But I do believe Nurm would win a fight against Reuben. let's just say that I think he would beat Reuben. That's for sure. But I think all the other characters would definitely beat Nurm. I don't see a way of Nurm actually winning a fight against any of the other characters, just because he's a villager. And there's no hate between the villagers or anything, but it's just, I think there's a lot more stronger people and more powerful people on this list. And yeah, I'm going to keep it at that for Nurm. Okay, the first person human that is actually on this list is Radar. Radar is going to be our person that is the least strongest out of all the humans. He has no fighting skills. He has nothing, man. I actually could see Nurm beating him, but I'm gonna keep Nurm where he is, because, yeah. Radar is a decent character, not one of my favorites, but I have no hate towards the guy. It's just, I don't think he's a fighter. He's more of like a civilian in a way. Like he's there, but he's a character, but he's there. Like I wouldn't trust him in a fight, though. I wouldn't put him as my first defender. I think, yeah, he's a decent character, but I don't think he would beat anyone. You don't really see him with any weapons. You may see him with a sword or something, but he doesn't know how to shoot a bow and arrow like Lucas. He doesn't really fight. You don't really see him fight. You only see him run. So, yeah, I trust him in a running match, but I don't think he would be the best fighter, of course. Okay, next on this list, Olivia. Olivia, yes, very smart character. Definitely not the best fighter, though. Wouldn't count her as, like, a main fighter. I would definitely trust her in, like, IQ and intelligence and all of that, definitely. Redstone engineer, all of that. Redstone creator, whatever you want to call her. But no, definitely not a frontline-ish, fighter. Definitely not a fighter in general, actually. I could be very wrong about all this information, but I think you do see her kill mobs and that, but basically, that's all you really see her do. She's not, like a crazy good fighter. It's more oh, I can kill mobs, but I can't like get into a fight with, let's say, for example, Axel or Lucas or maybe even Petra or Jesse. You got like you wouldn't win. I guess in a sense that's what I'm trying to say. But definitely a good like mob killer. I would say, I believe she kills a few mobs like here and there. Don't see her much in season 2, so I could be very wrong. But season 2, she might have gained some experience in fighting because she did go on adventures with Axel. But I think that's really it. That's all I'm really gonna say for Olivia. Strength wise, definitely going to keep her at this spot. I don't think I'm going to move her up or down or at whatever. I just think that this spot fits perfectly for her. Okay, now on this list I have Axel. Axel is definitely a fighter. Definitely. With Axel though, Axel is what could I say? He's strong. Like he's got a strong like body onto him. So I wouldn't trust him as a like I wouldn't I would no I mean I would trust him as a fighter in a sense. You see him kill a few mobs and all that, and I think he could stand a chance against Lucas and Jack. I don't know about Jesse though. Jesse and Petra are a bit more strong in a sense, but I don't know how he would go with those guys. Definitely a fighter though. I think he's a great chance of being higher, 100%, but I'm not 100% sure. And that's what I'm trying to figure this out, okay? That you've got Axel who's really strong, but then you've got like he has a few downsides, like he's not the smartest, okay? But whereas like you've got, for example, Lucas and Jack. Jack knows how to fight really well, but he also has high-ish intelligence, as same with Lucas. He knows how to fight really well and has a high-ish intelligence as well, whereas Axel has probably the biggest build in the group. Definitely a great fighter, definitely all of that. But I just think this is the perfect spot for him in a sense. I think that's the best way I could put it for Axel. He's definitely in a good spot though. Definitely one of our best fighters. So I'm just going to keep him here. I think that is perfect for him. Okay, taking number 5 spot is Ivor. Ivor is somewhat of a good fighter. I'd say he's in the middle-ish, because one, he uses his potions to basically help him with fighting. So, in a sense, that's not really strength. That's just him having a high IQ and just using those to benefit him. I do like Ivor, how he fights though. Definitely really smart. Uses quickness. Uses speed. Basically, uses like invisibility to help him fight in those situations. Definitely easily can kill mobs like no tomorrow. No worries about that. I have not really seen him fight much though in terms of against like villains and that. So not much I'm gonna speak on about him. This is all I really got to say. Decent fighter. Gonna keep him in the middle though. Yeah, taking the number 4 spot, Lucas. Lucas is definitely the best fighter with bow and arrow. I don't know how he is with swords. Like, I've seen him once, maybe twice with a sword, but he's more known for, like, bow and arrow really good. Like, as you can tell, like, with, when he went up against the Colossus or whatever, the thing that he shot the arrow into its eye. I don't know how to say its name. It's like a long name, Prismarine something. Okay, but it's like a big giant monster. I'm so sorry. But Lucas is definitely how could I say it? Lucas is definitely the best fighter with long range and with aiming. Definitely, I don't know really with his sword skills though. I never really saw him using a sword. Maybe in season 1? Maybe? I don't really know though. I only remember him in season 2 using a bow and arrow. But please note that I have not played the game for at least 10 to 11 months now, so it's been a little while just trying to keep everything in your memory, all of that. So yeah, I'm maybe going to replay the game just to get some idea of what and how I could improve all this. But yeah, the wording of what I'm saying is not the best. But definitely a good fighter overall. I think hands down best long range fighter. Like you could put him anywhere. Like you could put him in a tower, and then the others are fighting, and he would just be hitting all the mobs. Like he was great at that. Could hit people. Hit the mobs while he was on the horses and that. So great movement. Great. Like I don't even know how you would say it. Like he's got great knowledge of how to use a bow and arrow. I'd love to see him with a crossbow as well. That would be something that I would quite enjoy. I think he would use that pretty well as well. But yeah, let's go on to the next person. Okay, third on this list, we have Jack. Okay, Jack, great character, all of that. Amazing fighter, actually. Really quite enjoyed his fighting scenes in Minecraft Story Mode Season 2. He did not appear in Season 1, as you should know. Or maybe no, I don't know if you guys are Minecraft Story Mode fans. But other than that, yes, he only appeared in Season 2. But his fighting skills are incredible. I quite enjoyed his fighting scenes. I think they were amazing. I think in one of the bits, I think you can make him lose his eye or something. Or, yeah, I don't know. He fought really well, and I think he's better than most of the people on this list. And that is why he is making the third spot on this little top 9 or whatever it is. I don't know how big it is. I think it's the top 9. Yeah, I personally love Jack. Thought his fighting scenes were amazing. I don't think he uses a bow and arrow. I think that's only Lucas. But his sword skills, definitely. You could see him fighting in his little scenes he had. Amazing little fighting scenes. He's also very strong. He's like a big adventurer. So I think they did his character quite well for all these types of like fighting things, because he was a massive adventurer. He went out and did things, and he just probably learnt how to fight and along or with the time and all that. So definitely a very good fighter. I quite enjoyed it. I think he's just great. He's very good with the sword. I actually could see him possibly beating Jesse, but I think Jesse also did have far more experience with fighting than Jack did. But I think, yeah, because Jesse also did fight all of the villains and that, and the Witherstorm and all that, where Jack, he mainly only fought Romeo. Well, that's what they showed in Minecraft Story Mode, and mobs, of course. But I don't know what he did fight in the past. I can't really remember if he says anything or that. Just comment down below if he does. But that is my opinion on Jack. I think top 3 suits him really well. Let's go on to the next person. Making the second spot, Jesse. Yes, I know. You guys are probably wondering, why Jesse? Why would it be Jesse? And I'm going to explain it to you why I think Jesse will take the second spot compared to our last person that I will say later, okay? So, Jesse, he's the main character, of course. He's a great main character, amazing, all that. But when you start the game, okay, and this is something that I think most of us would have realized, is Jesse did not know how to fight, didn't know how to defend himself, didn't know how to do all of that. Never had experience, he probably killed a few mobs here and there, but he wasn't a big adventurer or fighter or whatever. And then he gained experience from the Witherstorm, the White Pumpkin, and all the other challenges that came his way. He gained experience from it. So he definitely was a good fighter. You could see it in the Hadrian fight as well. He defeated Hadrian pretty well, actually. He took down Mevia and Hadrian in a good little fight. So definitely is a two-ish spot. And you also, he gains a lot of experience during that time. But there is one character that has far more experience, and you'll definitely see it in the next little part I do in this video of me talking. And the character is Petra, who has far more experience. Okay? And I'll get more into Petra in a moment. But Jesse, okay, great character. Don't hate him. But he doesn't have the fighting skills compared to Petra, where Petra's probably been fighting since she was young and all that, and doing adventures, whereas Jesse, he really mainly started fighting when the Witherstorm came around, and then learned how to fight there. He was pretty scared, and this is same with Lucas as well, that I didn't really touch more on with Lucas. But Jesse was never going to be, well, he was in the story, but Jesse was never really brought up to be a big fighter, whereas Petra was, and that just changes a lot, I think. And then you also see when Petra's chipped, or if she's taken by Romeo or something, Petra mostly has the upper hand against Jesse, as you will tell. Where the chipped version, he beats, I don't really remember how he beats Petra, but Petra put on a really good fight against Jesse, nearly actually possibly killing Jesse. So I think Petra and Jesse are nearly the same, but I'm gonna take Jesse as a number 2 for this spot, and that's just my opinion. Let's get on to the last character of the list. Okay, number 1 on this list is Petra. Petra is the best fighter out of the group. I would say the most powerful as well, with strong-wise. You've got fighting skills, you've got sword skills, you've got combat skills in general, you've got IQ's pretty high in fight scenes. Like, don't really know where I could give an example here, but definitely high fight IQ with fight scenes. Or definitely, actually, there's one, season 1, episode 1, when Jessie got attacked by spiders and a big group of zombies. She knew she couldn't beat them with just a pickaxe, so she told Jessie and Reuben, or whoever you choose to, leave. So yeah, definitely high IQ, knows when to win a battle and lose a battle. Not really a bad fighter, I would say. Definitely beat Jessie in a few fights, here and there. Definitely would beat Lucas, Jack, all of that. Think, hands down, definitely. A big reason is because of her experience as well. Seems like she's been fighting for a good few years now, I would say. Even prior to the events of Minecraft Story Mode 2 and 1. So, I definitely think that far more experience than the others in that sense. I didn't really see her use a bow and arrow, so I would probably say Lucas might be a bit better in that little area, of course. Definitely don't know how I'd feel with her using a bow and arrow, but her with a sword like Mrs. Butters, oh my, she is a very good fighter. And the pickaxe as well, stabbing that spider 20 odd times. But yes, that is a big reason why I believe she is a very big chance of being the best hero in, like, fighting wise in general, because she just knows how to fight properly, and great fighter indeed. So yeah, that's a big reason why I chose Petra to be number 1. I've seen her fight. She is definitely better than Jessie, in a sense. Of course, better than the others as well. Like, you've got Lucas, Radar. She would easily beat, Radar, Reuben, and Nurm. Don't know how she would go with Axel and Olivia. Olivia, most likely. Axel is strong, but I don't know if he would stand a chance against Petra. So, yes. That's really all from me talking about the characters. Hope you guys did enjoy. I'm going to take you to the outro though. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please consider seeing other videos like this. I have 2 on the screen, so you guys can check those out. But without further ado, I'm going to let you go. Have a good one, guys, and bye.